Hey everybody, it's Gunplameli. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have an awesome review for you guys. I can't talk today. Okay, today I have an awesome review for you guys. Opening up this guy right here. I really like the line of these figures, although I'm not gonna lie, they're extremely expensive. I really wish they were a little bit more affordable because these guys are usually around like $200 range-ish, maybe give or take a little bit around there depending on where you source them from, but they're extremely expensive. Unfortunately, I do wish they were much cheaper, but it is what it is. These guys are fantastic. I love how sturdy and heavy they feel. So I'm definitely a fan, which is why I've gotten 3 of them. Now, I don't think I'm going to get any more after this just because of how expensive they are. But I have seen some other ones that have been released. I think like the Zaku one is also released in this line. So I'm on the fence about getting that one. But for now, I think I'm just gonna hold off and stick to the 3 that I've gotten so far. But as always, I wanna give a huge thank you for New Type for sponsoring my channel. And just make sure if you're gonna shop on their website, make sure to use my link down in the description below. Okay, so before I continue rambling on, let me show you guys the model up close. Okay, so let's get to unboxing the figure here. Alright, let's take a look at all the accessories that come with the kit. You get 1 base, 2 sets of bazookas, a different fin attachment, a separate fin attachment, 2 sets of heat hawks, 2 of these weapon attachments. You get 1 rifle, 2 set of open hands, 2 of these hands to hold a heat hawk, 4 trigger hands, and 2 closed-fisted hands. Alright, and that's it in terms of all the accessories. Let's take a closer look at the model. In terms of the head articulation, you just have to lift up and he is able to do a full 360 around. He's able to lift up this much. You are able to change the position of the mono eye, and how you do that is you have to lift this up, and you see a little knob right there. You're going to use this tool to shift the position of wherever you want the mono eye. Now in terms of the shoulder, this one can come out about that far and it can swivel all the way around. This can come out just about this far, and again it can swivel all the way around and go back into place. Backwards that far and inwards that far. Here you can take a better peek at the metal components of this kit. Now in terms of the arms, they can swivel all the way around 360. He's able to do a little bit, well, I would consider this a 90-degree angle, maybe a little bit more than 90 degrees. For the hand, can fully swivel around. Now surprisingly, this kit does have somewhat of a ab crunch. Quite a bit, as you can see here. Here he is angled forward, so it will come in contact with here, so this obstructs some of the articulation. I also notice here back here it comes with some protective plastic that I'm really not going to move just yet because I scuffed the last one doing a review when I was checking out the articulation, so I'm going to leave that on there for now. For the torso as well, you have to lift the head up like this, and then you're going to kind of pop this down without popping off a piece. Hopefully I didn't break anything. Pop up the portion right here, and you can see, if I can get this to focus, the actual pilot chair right there. He has movement, it can go up and back, and these front ones are individually articulated as well. For the side skirt, it can come out a little bit, as you can see the mechanism right there, and pop back into place. And it can swivel in all directions as well. Back skirt, there really isn't much movement, but you can plop down this part to store weapons. These have a very slight range of motion, go all around and up and down. So for the legs, let me get kind of the arm here. It has a, I want to say an extended, is that the right word, a range of motion. Do you see that little screw right there? So it's basically like a bar kind of that slides and connects to this ball joint right here. And you can move it forward, as you can see I'm doing that right now. And that way he is able to extend his leg way past the point of being right here where originally it is located. So by doing this, you can pull off very dynamic poses. These hoses are somewhat of a kind of rubbery material. So again, it's very flexible. He is able to bend all the way, just about all the way backwards. Okay, so the foot actually has two sets of range of motion. One where it's in its normal position like this. It can move only a little bit inward, a little bit outward, about that much forward, which is not much, and that much backward. That is about it. However, with this model, you actually need to, I think according to the instruction manuals, they give you this little key. You kind of pop that in there, but I don't really exactly know how to do this properly. It's in Japanese. What I do is I just push this all the way down, and that kind of unlocks the foot. And now you have a way better range of motion. As you can see here, the foot is no longer obstructed from the side skirts right here. So he can go upwards a lot more, and he's able to go downwards much more compared to it being locked into position just like this. And that is it in terms of articulation of this kit. Now to attach the heat hawk, it can actually go in two different places. You can attach it right here on the back, you see where that hole's at, or you can attach it in either side of the side skirt. It's got more holes as well. And you're actually gonna have to use this little contraption right here, and then it will slide into position just like that. You can also attach some of the ammunition into the back just like that, and also onto the side. It looks just like this. Now to change out the bazooka, you have to pull it apart just like this. And then you can either do the two different attachments I showed you guys earlier. You can use this one or this one. So for instance, if I want to use this one to attach the ammunition, that part goes into there, this part in here, just like that. This one in here, and you gotta make sure it's facing the correct direction. And now you have a bazooka with ammunition attached to it. And for the rifle as well, it is articulated to the left and to the right, and the scope as well. You are able to open it up, and it is painted on the inside. Now you can also place ammunition right here. You're gonna place this all the way to the one side, and you're gonna grab this and match it up. You see there's two dots right, not two dots, but two inserts right there. And it gets snapped into place just like that. Now he is also able to carry the bazooka back here. You just have to pull down the little flap right there. And once you unfold that, you can see that there's a little piece right there, and you're gonna match it up to either the holes right there. Push it in, and that's how he's able to hold the bazooka. Now he is also able to hold a weapon over the shoulder. As you can see, there's a hole right there, and there's another one on each of the side of the backpack. And what you're gonna do is you're going to get this little device right here that comes in the box, and you're going to attach it in here, and it will look just like this over the shoulder. Or you can use it to store the weapon if you don't like the look over the shoulder, just like this, attached to the backpack. And you do get two of these, so you could store both bazookas just like this. You see these holes right here? You're also able to attach the ammunition just like that. All right, now let's take a look at some poses this guy can pull off. Now let's do a little bit of comparisons. Here he is next to his doppelganger, the red Zaku. And here he is next to a high-grade Zaku. Finally, here he is next to a master grade ARC 78-2 3.0. So that's it for the review. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is it something that you guys would want or would you pass on? Again, I love this thing. There's only one downside, and that's the price. This thing is super expensive. I mean, you could get either a whole bunch of high grades, several master grades, or even a perfect grade for the price of what, you know, you pay for this guy. But it is up there in terms of quality and finish. So I recommend this figure if you're willing to dish out the money. I say go for it. All right, that's it for the review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you around for the next one. Adios. And a big thank you to all the people from my Patreon for supporting my channel. And a huge thank you to all my Ultimate fans who are Bilbo Jack 4, David Sikora, Gary Green, Jason Franklin Fergerger, Jim Hernandez, Madi, Michael Lyons, and Thomas Denton. Thank you guys so much.